Hello, friends. It is said that if you walk through the desolate streets of Cahawba in the dead of night, the wind won't just whisper in your ears, but you might hear ghostly murmurs echoing through the air. This was once the first capital of Alabama, but today it stands as a ghost town, haunted by the echoes of the past. This is Cahawba, a town swallowed by time, but its stories still linger in the air. But the question remains, are you ready to become part of its story? 1819. America was shaping its identity. Alabama needed a new capital, and Cahawba was chosen. Rivers, fertile land, and an ideal location promised a prosperous future, but fate had its own plans. Travelers who came here wrote stories, and those stories were not just of progress but of tragedy, ruin, and unexplainable phenomena. Cahawba flourished, but its destiny was being written in shadows. Surrounded by forests, it rapidly transformed into a bustling town. Grand mansions, markets, and churches emerged, but as quickly as it rose, its downfall was inevitable. The nearby river brought prosperity but also destruction. Heavy rains turned the land into a marshy grave. Homes crumbled, roads disappeared under floodwaters, and people began to leave. By 1826, Cahawba lost its capital status to Montgomery, but this was only the beginning. During the Civil War, Cahawba became a prison camp, a place where hope and despair lived side by side. Some left the town alive, but many remained, trapped not just in history, but some say, in spirit. What happened to those who stayed behind? Legends say they never truly left. Some claim it's just imagination, but what if it's something more? They say a young bride waited for her husband in an abandoned house only to perish alone. Even today, her cries can be heard in the dead of night. And that's not all. There are more stories. The infamous Perkins House. People have reported shadowy figures moving through the abandoned halls as if waiting for someone. Near an old church, strange glowing lights have been seen in the graveyard. Is it a coincidence? Or are there secrets buried in Cahawba's soil, restless even now? Cahawba wasn't just a town. It was a crossroads of countless stories. The cries of enslaved souls, the silent weeping of mothers waiting for their lost sons, the broken hearts of lovers separated by time. This town has witnessed it all, but these stories remain silent in the daylight and come alive when darkness falls. If you visit Cahawba today, you won't just find ruins and empty streets. You'll find stories. You'll hear whispers that only the night understands. But there's one question every traveler asks. Is this just history, or is it a reality older than time itself? This is not just a ghost town. It's a living story, waiting for someone to listen. The only question is, will you become part of the legend? Cahawba, a town swallowed by time, but its whispers still echo through the night. The ruins may seem lifeless, but are they truly empty? Or do the spirits of the past still linger, waiting to be heard? If you ever find yourself walking these deserted streets, listen closely, because history is never truly silent. This is not just a ghost town. It's a story still being written. The only question is, are you ready to be part of it?